As a new real estate agent, how can you win clients? Now here's the cool thing I'm going to tell you, but this also applies to agents that aren't even new in the business. I've been hosting my Digital Domination Bootcamp now for about 3 years, and we've helped thousands of agents that are brand new, just like you if you're watching this, actually learn how to leverage and win more clients. First of all, I want you to understand something. Perception is reality. Repeat that after me. Perception is reality. What does that mean, Krista? Perception is reality. What I mean by that is that when people see you and you're out in the community and you're talking about real estate and you're talking about the community and you're talking about different local events and restaurants and neighborhoods and you're educating the community via social media and being online, they don't know the difference whether or not you're new or not. So what I teach my students to do is to leverage their knowledge about the community, about different neighborhoods, about different aspects of real estate, the buying process, the selling process, what's happening locally, what's happening nationally. Educate people, and what's gonna happen is people are gonna perceive you to be the local real estate expert. They're not gonna know the difference. In fact, I have many clients that were brand new agents and actually beat top producing agents that had been in the business for a long time because the perception to the community was these people are everywhere. They're constantly doing business. Why did it look like that? Because they're seeing them online talking about the community, talking about real estate, talking about what's happening in the market. So the perception was that they're doing business. In fact, one of my clients, Sue LaFave, she was actually a brand new agent and she got voted best real estate agent in her area. She had never sold a house before, but she was producing content, she was getting it out there, talking about the community, talking about real estate, talking about what's happening in her town. She got voted best real estate agent, and she just sent me a quick little video saying, Krista, I just had my first 6-figure quarter.
Hey Krista, it's Sue LaFave. I was just listening to your podcast from the other day, and oh my gosh, I heard you reference me in my Beaufort Realtor of the Year, and it just cracked me up. And I'll tell you, I'm doing great. This year, in 4 months, I've made 6 figures, and business is awesome, and I owe it all to you and your program. It's been great, and I really enjoyed your podcast. Take care. I know you're doing great. Bye.
So don't worry if you're new. It can happen. You just have to show up, give value, give information, be that go-to trusted resource about what's happening in your area. I want you to think of it like this. Become a reporter. I want you to become a reporter. Report back to your community everything that's happening in your community. If you learn about something new and upcoming, talk to your community about it. If you know of a new restaurant that's coming up or something fun to do over the weekend, talk to your community about it. If you know there's some crazy thing happening in a neighborhood, maybe it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, report it to your community, right? Let people know, let them know about what's going on. It's really a good idea to get involved with your local council, right? Or the Chamber of Commerce, or figuring out what's happening from the governor and what's new and exciting. Talk to people about it. Report back to them as far as exactly what's happening in the area, because it's going to seem and they're going to perceive as though you are doing business. What else do we need to do? In order for you to be seen as an expert, you need to be solving your audience's problems. What do I mean by that? You need to figure out what's happening in the area, and whoever your client avatar is, what that means is who you're trying to go after, who you're trying to serve, who you're trying to help. What you want to do is you want to be able to go to those people and you want to be able to figure out what their problems are, what keeps them up at night, what kind of things are they thinking about, what are their needs, what are their wants, what are their concerns, and you start creating content solving those problems and helping them. When you do this, you're gonna show up as the go-to online expert. They're gonna see you as somebody who absolutely knows like how to help them, right? If you want to be considered a solution, you must be solving a problem. So if you're solving a problem for people in your community, they can then see you as a solution. What else can you do? You can do local market updates or national market updates. There's different things, Inman News, Keeping Current Matters, Yahoo Finance. There's so many different resources online that you can go to And if you go to Keeping Current Matters, make sure you say my name because they give me like a free month. But you can use things where you take the information and you then do a market update about it, right? Do a national market update. What's happening nationally? How is the interest rates affecting a buyer? How is it affecting a seller? What's the absorption rate? How does that affect what a buyer should do or a buyer shouldn't do? Talk about inventory levels. How long houses are staying on the market? You know, why that's the case. Why are they staying on the market that long? How does that affect a buyer? How does that affect a seller? All of this information, when you do this, it makes you stand out as the authority. And again, perception is reality. They're perceiving it looks like you're actually doing business. They don't know the difference, okay? Another thing to understand is that you can also tell stories a lot, right? And so you're thinking, well, Krista, I'm new. I don't really have any stories. Can you interview other people in your office? Like interview your broker. Take that top producing agent out to lunch. Tell them to tell you some stories. Like, what's the worst thing that ever happened in real estate? Like, I'll tell you a funny story. This is a true story. So when I was doing foreclosures, I sold my best year in real estate. I sold 169 foreclosures myself. No other licensed agent. I had a full-time transaction coordinator and a full-time runner. That was it. The rest was me. 169 deals, all foreclosures, not the funnest thing, would never want to do it again. But I remember I walked into a house in Discovery Bay, and all of a sudden by the stairs I saw some like shoes and some pants and a shirt, and I was like, what the heck's going on? I go upstairs, and in the master bedroom shower, there is a naked man taking a shower in the shower. Swear to you, it was an abandoned home. It was a foreclosure, so it was owned by the bank. And I was like, ah! And all of a sudden, he literally grabs a towel, puts it in his privates, and starts running after me. He's like, wait, let me tell you what happened. And I was like, no thanks. I ran out of there so fast, I could not believe it. So what did I do? I went on my computer, my phone, I was like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe what just happened to me. I was just in a house, and there was a guy in there taking a shower, he tried running after me. Like, these are the horrible, horrific, funny real estate stories that happened. So I told a story about what was happening in my day, right? So start telling stories about what's happening with you or other people in your office. And here's the thing, everyone, even if you're not doing business, you could tell a story about how maybe you showed a house and something cool happened, or maybe, you know, you met with the seller, met with the buyer and talked about what happened, or maybe your biggest aha, or how you were shocked they didn't know the answer to a certain question, or how what the questions they had were. Just be a reporter. Engage people. Let them get to know you, like you, and trust you through video. The more that you use video in your marketing throughout your day, the more you are going to position yourself as the go-to trusted expert, as the authority. And I don't care if you're a brand new agent, you're a medium agent, or you're an experienced agent, I promise you that if you do this on a regular basis, you will see massive success in your business. You're going to skyrocket your success because people are going to perceive that you're doing business. You're going to be the go-to trusted real estate expert. Okay, what else can we do? With that being said about video, you need to do this for me. You need to commit to consistently producing content correctly so you can make a connection with your community so you'll convert more clients and customers. I call it the 9 C's, okay? Committing means you do it on a regular, you commit to actually creating the content. You consistently do it, like every single day, okay? You're gonna produce content. You're committing to consistently producing content, video content, but you've gotta correctly distribute it. What do I mean by that? I mean that correctly distributing content means that you are going to take that video content and you're going to properly place it on places like Facebook, and you're going to run an ad through the ads manager so you can get massive exposure. If you're just posting on your business page, you're just posting on your personal page, nobody's seeing it, so don't really even bother. You can start, but you're going to get massive exposure by actually marketing yourself, by paying for people to pay attention. You've got to pay to play, right? You got to actually pay money, invest in yourself as a real estate agent to get people to actually see that content. And what happens is when you commit to consistently producing content correctly, you are going to make a connection, so you're going to convert more customers and clients, and you're going to have more closings because of that. So I guarantee you it's going to start happening. You're going to be at the store and they're going to be like, aren't you that real estate person? Like, hey, I think I know you from somewhere, but I just cannot remember where it's at. That's what I guarantee guarantee will happen if you do it consistently. And what happens because of this, because they see you everywhere, right, and they think of you, they're developing a relationship with you. It's actually called a parasocial relationship. What that means is our brains are actually wired because when we were younger, we watched TV, we see people on the other side of a screen as somebody of authority. It's kind of like, think about when you watch TV, right? You're cheering for people, you're rooting for them, you love your characters, and you cry sometimes. It's because you've developed a one-sided relationship. You feel like you know them, right? So if you were to see them on the streets, you'll be like, hey, I know you! And you feel like you know these people. The problem is they don't know you. You know them, but that's a good thing. So what happens when you stay top of mind and you develop a relationship with your community, you are winning before you arrive. They're seeing your content, they're getting to binge watch you, they're developing a relationship with you, they're getting to know you, to like you, to trust you, they're seeing you as this expert authority who's maybe even never sold a house before. So when you walk through that front door, you're winning before you arrive, okay? Do this regularly. You're gonna get views while you snooze. You're gonna reach the masses, not just the few, and it is an absolute game changer in your real estate business. So I hope this is helpful. We're gonna be doing a lot of real estate content on this channel, so if it was helpful, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you later. And remember, when you do what you love, people love what you do. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free, and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.